Behold the story of God's power and his call for obedience. Let's journey through Exodus chapters 7 to 12, a testimony of God's justice and his unmatched authority over all creation. Moses and Aaron stood boldly before Pharaoh, declaring the words of the Lord. Let my people go, so they may serve me. Exodus 7 verse 16. But Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he refused to obey. Even when God demonstrated his power, Pharaoh's stubbornness grew stronger. So, God stretched out his mighty hand, sending plagues upon Egypt to display his sovereignty and call them to repentance. 1. Water to blood. The waters of the Nile turned to blood, but Pharaoh's heart remained unyielding. 2. Frogs. Frogs swarmed the land, filling every home and palace, yet Pharaoh would not listen. 3. Gnats and flies. The dust became gnats, and swarms of flies filled Egypt, but Pharaoh still resisted. 4. Livestock disease. The livestock of the Egyptians perished, while the Israelites remained untouched. 5. Boils. Painful boils afflicted the Egyptians, but Pharaoh's heart was still hard. 6. Hailstorm. Hail mixed with fire fell from the heavens, destroying crops and homes. Yet, Pharaoh's defiance continued. 7. Locusts. Locusts devoured everything in sight, leaving Egypt in utter ruin. 8. Darkness. For 3 days, darkness covered the land, a darkness that could be felt. But Pharaoh's pride held strong. Then, the Lord declared one final plague. Every firstborn in the land of Egypt will die. Exodus 11 verse 5. But God provided a way of escape for his people. The blood of a spotless lamb on their doorposts would protect them from the angel of death. And at midnight, the Lord struck down the firstborn in Egypt. Pharaoh's resistance was broken, and he finally let God's people go. The Israelites left Egypt with great possessions, a testimony to God's faithfulness. The plagues were not just acts of judgment but a call to know the Lord and submit to his will. Even today, the story of Exodus reminds us of God's power to save, his desire for our obedience, and the ultimate victory we have in him. Will you let him reign in your life today?